welcome to Cooking with Mike. Today I have Julyn, and we are making a wonderful, delicious ratatouille. What do you know about this dish? Where did it come about?
Well, the first thing, the dish came about because of the movie Ratatouille and my two young boys. They're young men now. It's still one of their favorite dishes, and I'm asked for the most. So creating it, you start with a base of tomato, and you have saute up your lots of garlic, onions, celery, pepper. And then that base of tomatoes is beautiful where you lay out your sliced vegetables and then top it with your herb topping. And those flavors kind of meld together, but it still keeps, in the individual flavors are still there. So it ends up just being a very nice dish.
Totally agree. This is a first time I've ever made it. I was always intimidated because it looks so beautiful, which is deceptively easy once you get out of your way. But yes, all the flavors are, it's not a stew, it is like an individual thing with each of these vegetables. So it's a lovely dish. So thank you. Watch along.
Like bread that we could sit on one if we wanted. I'm always about presentation.
Yeah, that's the other half of it.
We even, when we eat, like my eldest son, he's 32. We went out for breakfast the other day, and he was just like, I'm so disappointed. The presentation was just like not there.
Yeah,
He's a better cook than I am now.
Is
and
he?
My youngest is the baker.
Well, it's about inspiring them to do it, right?
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
And then it's good. Are you big knife, tiny knife?
Big knife, because my oldest son gave me a hard time that I used the tiny knife too much.
See, so do I. This is what I
So
always
now
use.
I am big knife.
I've had a couple people give me crap on it. And I know this was a gift and it was a nice knife, so I will.
So we have that, and.
What do we say? We're dicing this?
Yes, and like half of it.
Half?
Yeah.
I mean.
Are we on camera?
Yep.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything you say is
All right.
recorded. If there's something that you say that should be off camera, just wave. So
No, all good.
My editing self can know later. We try not to.
No,
This is supposed to be fun, and I don't want to ruin anybody. So
Yep, I'm all good. All right. In this recipe, it's better when I can get to a fresh market, or in the summer I love, because I can get everything the same shape. But this will do.
Explain. What do you mean the same shape?
At the same size.
Oh, got it.
So I have kind of some different sizes here, but we can make that work.
Oh, for the presentation and etc. I got it. There we go.
I'm gonna put some oil in the pan here. Are you known for anything special yourself?
No, I'm pretty basic. I do no. I like sautéing, so like I kind of get into this thing where I just saute and
right.
I do the Costco frozen vegetables. So this Normandy blend, which is like carrots, broccoli, and I put a bunch of Asian like teriyaki / barbecue-ish sauce with that, and then. But that's.
So when my kids were young, I think I talked about that. We always cooked. We would take and be like, okay, tonight, what are we going to make? We kind of played Chopped.
Oh, nice.
Someone did an appetizer.
Oh, that's
Someone
really
worked
nice.
on the main, and one was the sous chef. And
see, that's what I need to get my boys into.
well, when they also, sometimes they would plan meals, and they would have their choice of what they wanted to do.
That's what you hope to get to, right? Because my boys are like just noodles.
How
and
old are
nuggets
they?
now. 10, 9, and 7.
Okay.
So they're like.
Also, it has to be.
Is this the right size? Just to cut? Am I doing it?
It's perfect.
Okay, diced. All right.
It has to kind of be their passion. maybe one of them, they're gonna just video like you. Like they just want to video the food, or they just want to eat it, or
well, I've gotten,
whatever it may be.
When I make pizza, they do like, I mean, it's like they kind of like pizza, making the dough with me. One of them likes rolling it out, the other one doesn't. So, you know, it's just...
Do they get to make we always did individual pizzas, so they
do,
got to...
Yeah, they get to chew, but they're just cheese. That's all, they're just like...
Wow.
So...
I had my oldest, Johnny.
Only half of the onion?
Half of onion. Half of the pepper.
Half the pepper.
Yeah, and then enough celery to match what you have.
Got it. Johnny?
Johnny, my oldest, even as like little toddler, where everyone else wanted to go to McDonald's, he wanted to go for Asian food. Oh. And he's always had this palate. His friends still talk about when we get together how he had the best lunches, because he'd have like portobello mushroom saute and, you know, stuff like that. So
I will say my one son, the 7-year-old loves ramen. And so he does have a bit of a more advanced palate, if you will. Is this good size for the celery? Or do I dice that even more?
I would do one more.
And then would it make more sense to cut that in half?
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah. Then it's kind of more even. This is actually going to be the base of our ratatouille.
Got it.
Now, there is, if you don't want the presentation and the beautiful presentation, you can make this into a stew. Like, it's forgiving. You can kind of, you know, you chop up these in squares and you start with that and you just make a big pot of stew. But we kind of like the wow factor.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never made one, so I'm actually pretty excited.
The reason it came to be is because, yes, the movie Ratatouille. My boys wanted that, and it... so
you're like, let's make it.
Let's make it.
That's cool. Yeah, movies can be influential in a good way. Exposing new stuff.
So what I'm doing here then, I'll just lay this out like this. I'm going to grab your salt.
Himalayan or kosher, your call.
Okay, Himalayan. And then I just dust these, and it's going to make them weep. The moisture is going to kind of bubble up, and I'll get rid of the bitterness and make some more tender. Grandma Panicola shared that with me.
Okay. You know, I've tried it only once or twice. Like eggplant, I just moved it, but I did get an Asian eggplant because I was going to try it for one of my dishes, my sautéing. But I've only made the eggplant Parmesan once at home, and I don't think I did that step. I wonder if that would help.
That would help. That's when I learned. I learned that way to do it. The Asian eggplants are a little more forgiving. You don't need to do that with them.
Oh, okay.
They're smaller, and they tend to be a little more sweeter.
So not as filled with water.
Yeah, yeah. So those are really good for Asian sautés. Like, of course. But I also take those and I will kind of stuff them, do a topping, roast them in the oven, and then make a topping for them.
So, hold on. The Asian ones or those? The Asian ones?
Both.
So you cut them
long.
Cut them in
half. Cut them long. I scoop out a little bit, keep it, and saute it with whatever I'm going to put back into it.
So you bake the eggplant and then you put the topping on.
And then bake it a little more.
Nice.
So you can do it with vegetables, with rice, leftover rice, cheese, breadcrumbs, you know.
My first thought is deviled eggplant, because that's basically, right? You're kind of taking the yolk out and you're like, that's fun.
That is another thing I'm known for, is my deviled eggs.
Really?
Yeah, my mom always made the best, and I have her recipe. It's done the Wisconsin way. I love mayo, but in that case, you have to use Miracle Whip.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more of a mayo.
Me too, for mostly everything except that. And potato salad. That's like the secret.
The other Miracle Whip.
Yeah.
Do I dice these peppers even smaller?
Yep.
Okay.
You want them all kind of the same size.
Same size.
And that's what we try for. If you have a mandolin, you can slice these on a mandolin and get them really thin. Just so whatever size you go with, they're going to be consistent.
And that's more so they cook all the same.
Right.
Like some that's, yeah.
If I were to make a stew of this, I like to take, when I cut it into cubes, put it out on a parchment covered cookie sheet, roast it in the oven.
Oh, nice.
Make my sauce and put it in, because then you don't get mush and the depth of the flavor kind of stays with the vegetable.
That is something I will continue to stand by, and the roast flavor is like my absolute favorite. Like I just made some hummus for the Super Bowl, and I roasted garlic, and then I roasted a little bit of the chickpeas actually before I put them in. So I had one can of roast, one plain.
I have never. Okay.
And I would just kind of like, well, I have all this room. I was like, let me go with chickpeas. Let's see how you taste.
I never thought about it, but that would really bring a different flavor.
Yeah, it's just a little subtlety, but
my daughter-in-law swore she didn't like Brussels sprouts.
Oh yeah, everyone
does.
But
she never had them roasted, so
that's the thing.
Now, it's a whole different flavor. Even a plain carrot. You roast a carrot, and it becomes so much more.
Well, I think I've heard too that with the engineering. Oh, you have water. You don't need anything, right? You're good.
I'm good. Thank you.
I think even the Brussels sprouts from the 80s and 90s have been like re-engineered to be less bitter.
Oh, I'm sure.
So, like even if you think you don't like it, it's... do I get the oil going?
Yes.
I know.
I think the reason cooking is a passion, but I learned how to, is really my mother could make something out of nothing. And we never had canned anything. We made our own canned, and everything was fresh, and All right, so that will go in, and I usually let it cook a little bit before I add my garlic.
Okay.
Are you a garlic lover?
Oh yeah, I'm half Italian, so I'm
okay. I'm Italian by marriage, but I've taken on.
You've taken, yeah.
The name. That's why I kept the name, so I could cook better.
It works, I know. So do you do onions first, or you put them all together?
I just put it all in.
All in. Okay.
All in. And I like to cook it so it is hot, but it doesn't brown.
Got it. Back to the roasting, I would say my grilled onions are like, roasted onions are kind of one of my favorites.
Ooh, yeah.
Too. So that's why I was wondering if we brown those a little, or.
In this we don't, because that's more of just the base of. In any recipe that I've ever had, they don't put in as much sauce, but my family actually likes to at times put it over pasta. They don't like it, or they want it to sop up with the crusty bread, So it becomes more of the recipe than just a little bit of flavor on the bottom.
Right. Now, so medium is high on like one of those. Do we want it lower, or do we want it?
We can start it out there and see.
Okay.
We'll just kind of play it by ear. If you need more oil, you can put more oil in. I brought my California pepper from Penzeys, my all-time favorite.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Look at where is it? Here it is. So my mom, a couple years ago for
oh wow.
For Christmas, because she basically gets me hot sauce and pepper for Christmas and stuff. But look at this. So I just put those in my grinder.
Oh, that is.
And then
Can I smell it?
Yeah, go ahead. And then even if you want, here,
Ooh, there's a.
you can try a little too. It's a bit of the green.
Yeah. We can use that in here. I'm all good with that.
Either way, I'm just.
Oh, that's good.
I literally just added this like 2 days ago.
Oh, and
I'm
your
like
white pepper
so-
has that little bite to it too.
It's kind of like fun to switch up the
It
peppers,
is.
you know?
It is. That's why I got mine, because it's a blend, and that blend actually has a little bit of
Looks like
bell pepper in it, like dried bell pepper. It's more mild, where the other is more. That almost has a Szechuan taste that you have.
that's probably the Indian, because there are. I mean,
Yeah.
although you know what, there could be a couple Szechuans in there still, because I tried dumping them out, but there's probably a couple in there.
That I like. I don't like spicy, but I like that Szechuan burn.
Got it.
You know, it's that
Yeah.
tingle, that little tingle.
So no spice for you.
You know, mild.
Yeah.
When I say I like things spicy, I'm laughed at. It's kind of like a mild. I'm all about flavor, though.
I get, yeah.
You know. And I think that's one thing, as cooks, we under-season so many times.
Yeah. Well, you know, I used to and then my wife would never eat it. So then I've learned to under-season while cooking so I can over-season after. So we both like it.
There you go. And cooking is for who you're cooking for, right?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That was the other problem. I like when she would eat my stuff. I don't want to like.
Right. That's why we cook sometimes, is the enjoyment of.
Something to do, and then having someone smile after they eat it.
Exactly. It's communal.
Mm-hmm.
I just laugh. Our family is always like, right now I'm going to be going back home, see my mama, and it's planning out all the meals. Where we're going, what we're going to make. It's, food is love, love is food.
Here, switch.
Okay.
It looks like I might need
Yeah.
to sharpen this bad boy.
Oh, this is
that
good.
better?
Yeah.
So when I saw you with the tomato, I was like, oops, maybe I need to sharpen that one.
I'm watching my. I don't want to lose any digits.
Yeah.
Sharp knives are important.
We could replace. I know. Knives are.
Yeah.
And they do them at Ace, so I need to just bring it to Ace and sharpen.
Oh.
It's like $7 a blade or something. So it's
Really?
like
Now, if I was being real creative, I keep these.
veggie stock.
Yeah, and make a veggie stock with it.
Huh. What's a quick veggie stock? Like, what do you do? Just mix your ends with water and then you strain after boiling, or?
I use a crock pot. I throw it all in.
Low and
throw
slow?
it in the crock pot, low and slow. Add whether it's fresh herbs, dried herbs, and I just cook it. And you can start with the base if you want of another veggie broth to really enhance it.
Yeah.
Or just use water and then just, you know.
Have it. Water, salt, some herbs.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, that's probably the next. I have the veggie broth, but I should probably low and slow that.
What made it work for me, and I do my chicken soup that way too, is I'll take the rotisserie chicken, just throw it all in there with that, and then you just strain it. You don't keep but you just, it makes the best broth.
Yeah. That's what, and I've been like the reason for starting this is I watch a bunch of cooking shows and they're making their broth and it's like, oh, that is just easy. It's like I should do it. And my wife has made it before. I think she's even like done the cubes, like put it in the ice cube and you just freeze it. But
I think we might. Okay, so do you see this? See how the moisture is popping up on those?
I do. Well, this is the other thing with a lot of these recipes. It's like this, it's so easy to just saute. But if you take like additional steps, you can really get like something a lot nicer. And I think that's kind of what this is.
I personally did not grow up with eggplant, and the first time I had it, I thought I didn't like eggplant. But it wasn't eggplant. It was the person who prepared it poorly.
That's
and
legit.
it was like hard and rubbery, and I had no flavor. And when I went to Italy, I ate it for every meal. Like, it was amazing. Everything but.
Yeah, it's like, oh no, I just didn't like how you did it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Well, that's why it's important. I say this to my kids, obviously, is just like what you liked a year ago isn't necessarily what you're going to like now. Like, your tastes are changing. We just did that with Aldi cereal because my one son's like, I want the Lucky Charms stuff.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
but they got all the dye. I was like, I want you to have the Aldi one because there's no dye in it. And so.
Just so you know, their taste can change. My youngest, who, I'm going to say ate like a traditional kid, and my oldest never did, he now has an extensive palate. Like, he probably eats more or just as much as Johnny does, Nick does. So,
it's,
yeah.
You know, and even my wife, she didn't really have Indian food until, you know, like her mid-20s, and then that, like, explodes her mind of like, oh, wait, this is out there, and then she goes, it's like one of her favorite foods, you know? So it's like...
Well, like in anything, I don't care whether it's Indian, Chinese, American, if you have poorly made, you may not know how great it is.
Yeah, you need to average like 5 different times to be like, okay,
exactly.
maybe it's good or not.
And do we have... I'll let you put in how much you think you like.
No, are you good? You can't overdo it.
Okay, so I'm
have at it. Keep going. Keep going.
All right, so I don't like to brown the garlic. I want it to like flavor in at this point. So I let the vegetables cook a little bit at first, and then add in my garlic. So
you started saying something that I was...
It just depends. Like, that was made the night before, and then it was cold when it went in the oven. So it takes about 2 hours if you make it the night before and do it cold.
Got it.
This, because it'll all be hot, and once it goes in the oven, it's going to be more like an hour and a half. But you know, like, if the vegetables still like look not translucent at all, then it still needs to bake more.
Got it.
And I'm not sure what makes a difference. Sometimes it's an hour and a half. Sometimes
it's whatever the day's got going.
So I'm going to now to this mixture, and this is forgiving too. Like, there's times I've used my fresh tomatoes that I've cooked down when I've had so many, a big bounty of them. Otherwise, I like the crushed tomatoes that I'll add to this. And then I do love the better brands. I think it makes a difference, but
quality ingredients,
right. And then I'm adding a little bit of the tomato puree. So the crushed and the puree.
That's right. Okay.
So this is thicker. It's not going to be like it'll be like a thick salsa base for our vegetables. And so at this point, if you want to re-simmer this, I usually put a little water in this, shake it up.
Let's do it.
Get everything out there.
Yeah, I know. Why waste it?
Also, when I'm lazy or when I'm up against the clock, I'm going to take some of my herbs. I'm just going to put them in there like this that we can pull out.
Oh, okay.
So you're going to get the flavor. We don't have to worry about chopping them. It saves a little time. Because we're also going to top it with fresh. So we're not going to miss out.
I don't think I've seen this. It's nice.
And if you don't have that at your store, any kind will work. So I just let this, and that's kind of full.
When my wife makes soup, she makes it to even higher than that. I'm used to the.
This might be just a little bit, but if we had more time, we would cook it down. Like if it's this high, because we got to put our vegetables around it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
We're gonna cook it down and just let it simmer.
Mm-hmm.
But for the sake of ease, we may take a lot out before we put this in.
Yeah, that makes sense. You said was it with your mom growing up, where she would just kind of make whatever?
Yeah.
Like just whatever you guys had.
She could make something out of nothing. And just so she had like flour and milk and the basics.
Yeah.
It was amazing what she could make. Or with a few vegetables.
Yeah.
So even though we didn't have a lot, we never felt like food-wise, we ate like kings and queens. Yeah. And she always, I always had a dessert, but homemade. She always had a homemade dessert in the house. Now I'm just flipping these over.
I'm assuming it's a bit to dry off.
Yeah, to dry that off a little bit. And I don't mind the salt kind of staying on there. Mm-hmm. Because again, it's just going to add flavor to what we do.
Right.
Now at this point, we would normally cook it longer. Now that this is cooked and the flavors are blending, I'm going to add a little secret, a little bit of sweetness. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm using sugar. You can use honey, agave, whatever fits for you. But I'm going to tell you, you don't want to leave that little bit of sweetness out because it really enhances the flavor of everything that you have.
I believe that. Even like the caramelization, caramelization is with this, but like the roasting, it's like this adds the caramelization that you want, which is like I don't think underappreciated, but it's appreciated.
Just like salt. People are afraid of salt, but if you don't use enough, you're not going to enhance the flavors that you're trying to enhance. Do you want to be the taste tester to see what's needed?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just pulling these out.
I mean, I'll taste what'll be good to me. I won't truly know.
Also, we know in my house, if it's going to be a good meal, it looks like a disaster. I'm like, it's all about cooking, not about...
Cleaning comes after.
Yeah. Salt, a little more salt.
I mean, yeah, it could use more salt.
I was thinking that it probably.
I don't even think I taste.
Okay.
I hardly taste salt.
So I had only put salt in over the vegetables, and I wait because sometimes.
Yeah.
Depending on your.
Oh yeah.
What you're using.
No, I mean that's tasted. That's lovely. It's very fresh. That's like, you just kind of taste the tomatoes and it tastes really nice.
Mm-hmm. And so the thing is, the sauce doesn't stand alone. This is where the enhancement of everything else we put on top of it. So I kind of messed up your chopping board, but I'm going to have you chop herbs for me. And the most important on this, and I'm going to just shut this off.
Okay.
I'm going to start whatever order you want to go in. I layer my vegetables.
So you just do that, and you put them down four at a time.
I put them down 4 at a time, and I like to.
That makes sense.
Just tip them in a little bit, and so I just repeat it.
What am I chopping?
The parsley, the basil, and a little bit of the other herbs if you're all good for it.
Yeah.
How much? You'll put it in a bowl. I'm gonna do. I like to do a bowl full.
Okay.
Like halfway up.
Do we de-stem or do we just cut? Okay.
That's the only thing, right? That they have the fancy, like you pull them through. Have you ever tried those?
No, but
I haven't either. I do it the old-fashioned way.
I mean, you may as well. I know, that's the problem. There's a plastic thing for plastic utensil for everything if you really want.
If you didn't have a pan like this, you can use 9x14 pan. You make your sauce, you put it in the bottom. I used a pie plate that we're going to see later. However you want to make it happen. Because whatever you put it in has to go in the oven.
Yeah, so that's essential to what pan you're using. Because you don't want to transfer that after you do that beautiful work. And these are going to be, so once it goes in the oven, then we're putting these on, and then it's baked, or is this going to be?
We're going to take and chop up the herbs, put oil, salt, and pepper on it, and then it goes on top before it goes in the oven. So you have that herb mixture on top.
That nice freshness.
Now, I'm using eggplant, zucchini, summer squash, and plum tomato, Roma tomato. The Roma tomatoes are important because the other type of tomatoes will be too
Liquid?
liquid, and they won't hold up. These have better texture.
Okay.
But if you don't like one of these vegetables, then you just don't use it.
Yeah. I'm assuming you feel this way, but I kind of look at recipes as like a skeleton.
Oh.
And then, right? Yeah. You just get the idea down, and then you just customize it to what you want.
The problem being sometimes with me cooking, I'll have really nailed, like I've nailed it, like,
Yeah.
the best I've ever done. Can I recreate it?
Never.
I can get it close, but it's never the same.
I know.
Because you're using what you have and you're adding, and
Yeah.
I don't measure anything. That is why I'm a cook, not a baker.
Yep. I know,
No.
same. That's funny. My sister is a baker, and she fits the personality.
See?
And I fit the cook personality.
It's all.
The artist versus the scientist.
Yes,
It's
yes.
legit. There's still more parsley. Do I chop this, or do I keep bringing more in and then chop it
I would
after?
just chop that, and that might even be enough for what we need. And then I'm doing this, you can see I'm going around, and if I get to the point where I have extra, then I start slipping them in.
Oh, yeah.
And no one really knows, like if there's extra zucchini somewhere, or,
It's out of order. Yeah.
right? Again, that's that artistic side, like,
Yep.
I'll just make it happen.
Yeah, you either throw it away or you're going to use it in the dish. Yep. Unless there's a thing that we need to talk about for the dish, do you want to mention, you mentioned the couple things that you do before the cooking things. What, the 3 different shows, The Fighter, what is it?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about those?
Yeah, there's a nonprofit that is near and dear to my heart. It's called Fight to Feed.
Fight to Feed, that was it.
And they reclaim food in the Chicagoland area, and they have pantries and feeds that they do. And they have chefs that come in, and it's amazing how many hungry people there are. We all have in our mind who we think they are, but there's so many more
There's so
that
many more.
need that sustainability, and things that would just be thrown away.
Yeah.
And I've gone in, helped in the kitchen. My boys have gone with me on a Thanksgiving, all the way to doing pantry quite a bit during COVID because I had extra time on my hand.
Yeah.
They also have in culinary conversations where we have Chef Paul Young. He is kind of the MC of it, and we have a famous chef from Chicagoland, or even Chef Brian Coe came in from Boston.
Okay, nice.
Everything lobster. We had the most
nice.
delicious lobster ravioli. They come in. we talk about the hospitality industry, youth coming in, anything that's really needed to be talked about on that.
Yeah.
But the best part is the food.
Of
Like, we
course.
get to try the food.
Always.
In culinary conversation is great, but they've just brought back Culinary Fight Club. Now, we all know the show Chopped, right?
Yep.
But this is Chopped on steroids. There's like more chefs.
Oh, like, yeah.
There's either a protein or an idea that we're going on. They have a table that they can run, grab what they want. They're going to create a bite, and they all go against each other.
That's cool.
Not only is there our Chicago celebrity chefs and people in the industry, but as a guest being there, you get to try it also. So it's like magic.
Yeah.
And what I've learned just from watching them and different techniques is pretty amazing.
It's like watching it.
And
you just see it.
Yeah, Joanne McCartney was like the brain behind this. Like, this was her idea, and she's put her into it. But what I love is it's the whole hospitality industry kind of helps also, because it takes a lot of people to make these things happen.
Yeah.
So,
That's cool.
yeah. Now,
Do I chop
I'm
basil?
not cool enough to be in that, but I so appreciate
I
you
mean-
having me on your show, because I get to kind of bring my inner Iron Chef to be. So
Inner, yeah, I know. Just inner chef.
inner chef.
It's like things, I mean, obviously I'm doing it as a selfish thing to teach, because I have my standbys, so it's nice to get to know, like this I would have been intimidated by, but now seeing that it's literally 4 slices that you put in
just
order, I'm
want-
like, oh, duh.
Or line in a pan,
Yeah.
or
can be creative with it,
however
yeah.
you want. We can chop it up, but we eat with our eyes first always. It's about presentation for me.
Well, and this is beautiful. I mean, it's just the rainbow, the 4 rainbow color is
Right.
just so nice.
And as you can see, I'm not being real careful. We just make it fit.
Yeah.
Little bigger, so but it still looks nice. So.
Yeah. It almost became the spiral, like where it's
Right.
so cool. Do I chop the basil?
Yes,
Is that
please.
Yeah, this is one of those dishes that I've always literally been intimidated by, because it just looks so, it just looks beautiful.
Now, what fun would it be if you guys watch Ratatouille the movie? Maybe your boys want to help you then, and then you have this for dinner. Family night
Yeah.
without going out.
Yeah. We're trying. We're trying to get them to eat this stuff, so I think they might.
So, sometimes it just takes some.
Yeah.
I was always like, if they didn't want to eat what we were making, I actually was okay. They could try it, but being around it more, and I think with them doing it,
Yeah.
or them having the idea of, okay, I want to make this tonight, then they feel proud about it.
Right.
It expands their palate after a while, but
And it's like repeated, like you said. They need to see it a bunch of times to like, you know what, maybe I will try it. And so I think that's the other half of it.
at my age, I just started eating steak that wasn't killed, like totally brown.
Oh, wasn't fully well done.
Then it could be, I grew up that way, so that's what I was accustomed to. So being an adult, that it's taken me a while.
Takes a minute, yeah.
Right?
Whatever we're figuring through.
Right. All right, we're gonna.
Well, that is nice and toasty.
All right, we'll throw that in there, and then if you want to chop just a little rosemary.
Is that
This
thyme
is
or is
thyme.
that's thyme?
This is
rosemary.
thyme. Thyme, it's easier just to strip it.
Do you want me to do this one or use this?
That one, because that one will be too mushy.
Got it.
But you can put it back in that sauce and cook that sauce up a little bit. And
Nice.
add a little sugar and salt to it. You'll be good.
Nice. It's quiet without that thing. I forget.
I
like a fan.
grew up in Wisconsin, where there was the Wisconsin casserole, and but we would also get, like, in the Sunday paper, they would come out with these recipes from all over. And my mom was adventurous, and she'd let me cook whatever I wanted to, whatever we found in there. And
Any more, or are we good on rosemary?
I think we're good on that. Just chop that a little bit.
And do you have a favorite from that, or you just appreciated that she would be adventurous with, like...
I was just appreciative that she would let me just go and be adventurous. I started cooking like at 10 years old.
Oh, wow.
My mom worked at nights. My dad would come home from working, and good thing he liked breakfast, and he would want a soft egg, but he'd be okay if it turned hard.
Yep.
And I would toast his toast, and if it got burnt, he was fine, just scrape it a little bit. So, you know, it was...
Scraping butter, yeah.
Yeah, scraping butter. It was learning, but it was almost like I had a fan club too. Like, they were very kind, and
Yeah.
learned along the way.
Encouraging.
Yeah, definitely. And one of the best things, I thought it was torturous, but when it was time, if I was home to make dinner, I had to be in the kitchen and help my mom. And that was a blessing.
Yeah.
At the time, I thought,
Yeah, this is annoying.
right?
But yeah, it's one of those things you can appreciate.
So we're going to throw this in the bowl,
Okay.
and we're going to really mix that up,
Yeah, so you don't get a big bite of anything.
right?
Any one thing, rather.
And then I'm going to have you, since my hand is kind of messy here, pour olive oil in here for me. And we do it up pretty good. Because this...
Oh, is it like each squirt?
Yeah. And then pepper and salt. Now, some people would be like, oh my gosh, she's using her hands. We did wash our hands, both of us.
We did.
But I think that's all a part of it, right?
Well,
Like you have to get into the food. A little more salt, believe.
I believe that of the hand. The other thing is, like, just because someone brings out a plate, like, they were using their hands. like you didn't see it, but they were all up in it.
If you see those chefs back there, they got their hands in it.
Yeah, and they're doing worse stuff. They're like touching other things, and then
So
we're good.
When I put this on, I not worried about covering it, but I also want to make sure you can kind of see the beauty of the dish itself. But this, whoops. I'm going to have to clean your kitchen for you when I'm done.
Don't worry about it.
So you just plop this on, and then this will kind of cook down when it's done into over the vegetables, and you really get that great flavor. So it's not bland vegetables.
Yeah.
The sauce from below, herbs from above, fabulous dish.
Yeah. I mean, and that looks so beautiful.
So then I cover it with foil, put it in the oven. I always put a pan underneath it because we never know about the bubbling. And then this I would cook for like an hour and a half, but I check it and count that it could be 2 hours. And 350. At 350.
So not too hot.
Not too hot. And then about 2/3 of the way through, I just take the foil off and, let the top kind of brown in that and kind of get in there.
Because it's kind of steam. With the foil, you're doing that so it's more or less a steam instead of necessarily like cooking the top. And then you take that off just to get that browning sort of thing, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Nice.
All right.
So then we would
cover it with foil. We could just set it over there.
Let's set it here. You being prepared.
We're going to take these.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
All right.
So this was assuming we cooked it for so long, and it is beautiful. It just looks so nice.
And then you serve it with a little crusty bread. May I serve you? No, I'm gonna let you cut into it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So then you can grab your thing. So
go ahead. Go ahead.
We've been.
We're buddies. We're
acquainted.
family now.
Yeah, we're acquainted now.
You know, anyone that cooks together.
That's what it is. Is this?
Perfect.
Yeah. And then so, what is a proper?
There is no proper.
Yeah, it's kind of.
It's about. This is the presentation. Now, it's about eating.
Ruining it.
Actually, this one is probably would have been built. If it's filled up a little more, it's going to stand up more. But.
So just scoop on in.
Scoop on in. Little scoop like that.
On the bread or on right here?
Just right there. There you go.
Want a little more?
Nope, I'm good. Then I'm gonna put a little fresh Parmesan on it.
Do you have a favorite cheese? Since we somewhat joked about that the other day.
There's not many cheeses I don't like.
Yeah.
Growing up in Wisconsin, cheese on everything, but I appreciate good cheese. Like when I go,
not American slices.
Not
you don't need to.
Although
I mean, they have their purpose.
They have their purpose. They make a pretty good basic.
Yeah.
Grilled cheese.
Right.
But otherwise, I like to even with this, freshly grate. You want a little more? Oh, say when.
Nah.
Like that.
Yep.
That one restaurant, they come around.
That's perfect.
Okay.
Ooh. Excuse me, let me sneak in. I have this, Costco has this habanero cheddar from Cabot.
Cabot?
Cabot.
Yeah.
You never know. That's been my favorite.
Yeah.
Because I like spicy too, so that's also.
There's a factory in Darlington, Wisconsin, called Raleigh's Cheese.
Okay.
And I follow them on Facebook. They make fabulous cheese, but they award winning. And when I travel home, I always stop. It's amazing. And the cost, you get such good.
Yeah, for the money.
It's amazing the difference in price. Because you go right to the source.
Right.
And the squeaky cheese curd.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I always get the plain for my wife, the yellow and white for her, and then I always get garlic and dill, or I try to get the hottest one they have. Mm-hmm. But,
So what are your thoughts?
I mean, it's really good. It's, I don't even know. The Parmesan is so nice to add onto that. Mm-hmm. But everything's cooked through, so it's just a nice,
and it's so fresh
bite.
Yeah, it's fresh tasting versus sometimes when you make these vegetable stews, everything is mush.
Yeah.
And it becomes benign.
Yeah.
And you don't have distinct flavors.
Yeah, that's very well said. That's what I was getting at. Because it's they're each a piece. It's not just one piece. I mean, that's really it. You said it with the stew. It becomes the same thing. Mm-hmm. But it's distinctly these 4 different things. And it's really nice.
And then you can serve it with pasta, with crusty bread. It can be the main dish, or it can just be a side.
And we, of course, I guess this is main, this is side, this is main. Especially with the bread. Mm-hmm. It's really good. Thank you.
So, how would you tweak it?
I mean, this could almost use a little more salt.
It could. I agree. I'm always afraid when I'm going at home, I would do more. And if people saw me, I put a lot of salt into things, but I would have more salt also.
I think salt, I could almost do more pepper. Because, but that's again personal preference. Like this.
You should put your Szechuan pepper on there. See what you think
let me try
about that.
Yeah, I need a little cheese.
That's like, I have no problem when people want to put their favorite condiment. I'm going to tell you, my family back home, they put ketchup on everything.
I believe it, yeah.
And we've been to restaurants and they've had to go look for ketchup, or my brother has ketchup in his car just in case. I'm not offended. People should eat the way they like to eat it.
Yeah, and it doesn't ruin anything. Like, it's just adding a little. I do that with hot sauce. I'm definitely a. So I'll add some crushed red pepper.
See, the crushed red pepper in that, right now, my mouth hurts looking at that.
Right. Oh, not me. I'm loving it. And really what I think is super nice about this is that it's warm. Like, there's something just straight out of the oven that's like so nice. Like, it's just.
And it can be made ahead. Like this. I wouldn't do it in the pan because you don't want the tomato sitting in it. But this can be made ahead in the refrigerator. Whether you have company, whatever, bring it out, throw it in the oven. It works nicely.
I almost think this pepper adds like a totally different flavor to it. I feel like just normal black pepper or even your California might be better than mine. I mean, it's so good. I love it. Thank you.
You're welcome. This was fun.
Good. Thank you.